This is Thursday, January 20th. My Drive on Cast 11, your weekly top events and news for the week. Watch out for those roundabouts. Let's get into it. E, what's up?
Back, feeling better.
Back
Good
from
to
the
go.
Rona.
Back from the Rona, yeah. That was Omicron, not that bad.
Not that bad.
It's okay.
What's good is we're talking about treatment instead of
I saw
mayhem and fear and vaccinations. Yeah. We're talking about how we're solving these problems, which is what we do on Signals AZ. It's all about solutions, not problems.
No problems.
So let's get into the top events and stories. We're starting off with Monster Trucks. You want to cover that at the Findlay Toyota Center?
Yeah, it's going to be tomorrow night and Saturday. Monster Trucks is back. This was a great event a couple years ago. We went and had a great time. Make sure you go early. You get pit passes. You get to meet all the drivers, check out the trucks. They'll take pictures with you. The kids will love it. Super fun event. So
January 21st and 22nd at the Findlay Toyota Center in Prescott Valley. Toughest monster truck tour.
Super fun.
Be there. I think it's 5:30 to 6:30 before each performance. The pit party takes place, to be specific. And so moving on, that's the really kind of the featured event that's coming up here at the Findlay Toyota Center. But we got some other cool events, including...
The Art Walk is back. So Prescott's Fourth Friday Art Walk is going to be back January the 28th. So obviously Fourth Friday.
Right.
It's home to scores of artists who continuously find inspiration amidst the cool mountainous forest. So what's cool is they've got their art all set up. You can walk by. Tons of venues located in and around Prescott's historic downtown. Pretty cool.
That looks like 120 South Cortez, so right there.
I mean, there's tons of little
City
galleries.
Hall and all that kind of fun stuff.
Tons
so
of
that's
galleries.
downtown Prescott.
Yep.
Is that this weekend? January 28th?
Yeah,
okay.
next week.
Cool. It's been foggy out. Yesterday
could you...
driving in like Northern California, it was like reminiscent of that.
We lived in Pea Soup Bowl in Central California.
People still doing 75, 80 miles an hour and not being able to see 100 feet in front of them. Yeah, exactly.
I did see one accident coming in yesterday.
That's too bad. Hope everything's okay. Yeah. Moving on, some wine tasting events. Complimentary wine tasting. Line 39 Wines. Join Park Plaza Liquor and Deli for complimentary samples of their Line 39 wines. I just ate there literally last weekend at the bar, had pizza, and it's some of the best pizza in town, actually. They have this like fluffy crust that's not real bready. I had their margarita pizza. I added spinach and pepperoni to it. Awesome.
I've never heard spinach and pepperoni together.
The spinach offsets the pepperoni, so it's a net zero bad pizza. It's a really good pizza. They got great food over there. We need to have Park Plaza.
Free wine. Awesome. When is this going on?
This is happening, I believe, January 21st in tomorrow, I guess. Yeah. 4 to 6 p.m. at Park Plaza Liquor and Deli, 402 West Goodwin Street in Prescott.
You got to be 21, so you just made it.
Gotta be 21. Looks like it's complimentary, so check it out. What we got going on next? Big news out of the recruiting center.
Yeah, so we've got the U.S. Army is now offering its largest bonus ever for new recruits, with up to $50,000 available to qualified individuals who sign up on a 6-year active duty enlistment.
It's pretty big news. So we've got, it looks like up to $50,000 for signing on for 6 years or something like that. Yeah. But to get the specifics, they can go where?
Signalsaz.com.
Well, they go to signalsaz.com, but if they want to visit, where would they go?
Actually, right next door. So they can come see us.
They can come see us, grab a cup of coffee, go see wine. Sergeant Major... I don't know.
I think Sergeant Franks was over there. Those guys are awesome because when we need help with anything, they run over. They're helping us lift stuff. They're
if you
just
ever
super
need to move 4 pallets of magazines, call the U.S. Army.
These things are heavy, and they're quite helpful over there.
So check out the latest news on the U.S. Army's signing bonus. Looks like they're starting to compete with all the other employers that are raising wages for employees.
When you could make $15 an hour to work fast food, what did you make your first fast food? Mine was $4.25 an hour. $4.25,
$4.50 an hour. Yes, that was our living wage. And yes, we had 4 roommates. So for all you wonderful folks that are complaining about having roommates, We
did it.
had them when we were walking
We
50
did
miles
it,
to
yeah.
school.
Uphill.
In the snow, uphill.
Both ways.
When we had phones that hung on the wall that were yellow with really long cords so we could walk around the house with the phone.
Yeah.
So, we had roommates and we ate cheese sandwiches for months to survive. It's no different, really.
Same thing.
Moving on, because we're not complaining.
Amazon. So with jobs, now we've got Amazon coming
to Prescott Valley.
Yeah. So they are launching their fulfillment site. What's going to be cool about them? Starting wage $15.50 an hour or more. 401k, pay time off, tuition reimbursement options. Does this mean if I order something, I can literally expect it at my house, or I could just drive over there and wait outside?
Can we drive through and pick our packages up?
Wouldn't that
Will
be
this
great?
be a local package pickup location?
Yeah,
I know they're using the post offices obviously for that.
Yeah, I see them out.
But more jobs is a good thing, and they range from entry level at $15.50 and on up. So it's a good thing. Of course, there are a few people complaining, but it'll be for the best. It's great news for Prescott Valley, great news for the region. And again, you can go to signalsaz.com, search for Amazon. The article will come up, and there's even a QR code that you can scan online to check out more on how to apply. In fact, I don't think you even need to have a resume if you're looking for that entry-level hourly job. Just fill out the form online from Amazon and find out more information. Get a job.
Get a job. Most places are doing immediate interviews. So
all good. Moving on. I found this story. This was one of our top stories this past week. Is that, did you know that Prescott was not Arizona's first territorial capital?
I did not
Did
know
you
that.
know what was?
I did not know what was.
It was Chino Valley, my hometown.
He loves to, anytime he can plug Chino Valley.
Chino Valley rocks.
He loves it. So
go ahead.
How did that happen? So Chino, but then Prescott just took it over? They just came and said, nope. This is it.
Well, we all think that Prescott was the first territorial capital. Reality is Chino Valley, Prescott's neighboring town, was the location of Arizona's first territorial government. According to the Chino Valley Historical Society, Lieutenant Emil Whipple, or just Lieutenant Whipple of the U.S. Army Cavalry, chose the site in 1864 because it afforded good water, firewood within 2 or 3 miles of building timber of the best quality. The neighborhood abounds in deer, antelope, turkeys, and other varieties of game. Again, this is a quote from 1864, which is basically 150 years ago. Because I was born in 1964, so that really dates me.
Yeah, so.
Chino, again from the article, Chino was also the location of what would become known as the Verde River. The valley was the perfect location to supply the cavalry's livestock with hay, water, and grazing land. A few months after Whipple's arrival, the established fort was moved to Prescott to be closer to the miners' settlement. So that was a big money back then.
It was amicable, though. They moved it.
They moved. Fort Whipple is still in use today, as we all know, in Prescott as the local U.S. Veterans Administration, great facility. But I thought that was a pretty cool tidbit of historical factoids.
Who knew? Well, and you with all the goats, grazing land, right? Grazing
land. Antelope are actually moving north because of the growth, which is good for us because we like the antelope. Shifting to, but still talking about land.
Great opportunity out in Prescott Valley's Valley Tech Business Park, available from Fain Signature Group. So you can purchase, ground lease, or build a suit. 2.8 acre commercial site, currently zoned C3 and has access to all utilities, which is great.
Great location. That's right off of is that the highway?
Yeah. So, so right over on East 2nd Street.
Okay.
Nice.
So any business looking, send them to signalsaz.com and look in under commercial real estate. It'll be there.
I wonder how high the ceilings are. always looking for.
Moving on to some more good news as opposed to vaccines and fear. Yavapai Regional Medical Center, Prescott, providing effective Omicron treatments. I'm glad we're starting to finally talk about treatment.
Try to figure it out. And it's not just if you get sick, you're either in the hospital or you're going to suffer through it. So it looks like there's some stipulations on this. You've got to be at least 60 years old. So that counts us out. I mean, we're way far from that, right?
Well, I get 10% off at Walgreens for readers because I'm over 55, but I'm not quite 60.
So in order to start your COVID MAB therapy, you got to be 60. You have to have a positive test result. I'm assuming like one of those home tests or quick, rapid, mild to moderate symptoms for 10 days or less, and no new or increased oxygen requirement, and having the severe underlying health condition. So it's new. So they're,
so the rock stars that come to the Prescott Valley Event Center, the Findlay Toyota Center to do the testing, their concert, and they're on O2. They can't get.
No, you got to wait on that one.
I don't know how many people have gone to some of these retro shows, and then the lead singer is on an O2 bottle. It's kind of funny.
I just saw Aerosmith year before. So yeah,
he'll probably be on one soon. Steven Tyler.
He's the coolest. So
anyways, the two COVID monoclonal antibody products, Regeneron and BAM ETE, are not effective against the Omicron variant of the COVID-19 virus. Dignity Health, Yavapai Regional Medical Center, is no longer administering those two treatments based on recommendations, but it's great that they do have a solution, and we all seem to be moving forward. And I think what I'm hearing is just people are down for 3 to 5 days. You had it. And
so I'm
not a big deal.
I'm sure it's was Omicron, and it was just it was a cold, and it was the flu,
bad cold
basically.
Flu Omicron thing, but nothing to be worried about. Again, looks like we're developing. Yeah. If you look back at SARS and even AIDS, they figured out a treatment. And I think that we're starting to get to that phase of this whole ordeal, which is great news. We should be talking more about that.
Yeah, learning how to live with it. So.
Awesome. And shifting to something completely unrelated. Well, improvement. Prescott Lynx Lake to see water system improvements, which is good. I guess the Prescott National Forest awarded a contract to Blue World Construction to replace the aging Lynx Lake water system and distribution lines in 2022. Work on the project began December last year and is estimated to be completed July of this year. The project could delay the opening of recreation sites in the Lynx Lake recreation area, but that's all good news as we see water improvement.
And they said it's still going to be available. There just may be some periodic interruptions, so it won't be too bad. And I think it'll totally outweigh any minor inconveniences.
So some interesting history about Lynx Lake, Lynx Creek. The Fain family, one of the first homesteading families in the region, dammed up that area for water supply for agriculture, I believe. And there's some pretty good history on our YouTube channel regarding history in the 1870s going forward over the last few hundred years, a couple hundred years or 150 years about that you can check out on the history of the development of the area. Other than that, what else do we got going on? I know you got some news coming up, Alicia. Why don't you talk about your championship storm team? And again, we've talked about this before, but a lot of people don't know Prescott Valley has its own national championship cheer team, and Alicia moonlights as coach.
Yeah. So we've got 6 teams going this year. So that's a record for us. Our little NA15 team is our defending champs. They just won back in May at Pinnacle. So they're excited to repeat that. And they've got a really good chance of doing that. So kids are packing up, getting ready to go. Our little Ice Queens, right? It's in Las Vegas. Our first storm team takes them out tomorrow morning at 8:30. They are 6 and under, and they're adorable. And
how come we don't see videos? Like you send us into videos and stuff.
I should.
Dork.
I need to.
Coach, you're not the marketing person, obviously.
No, I'm not actually, which is weird. I don't have time to do that too, but they're awesome. They are really good. They've just really come together this year. So we're excited. So it's our 4th season going to nationals, going to Vegas, taking storm. So we're super excited. Interesting little fact is my oldest daughter's coming with us. She's mom to my little granddaughter, Emma. And when Jessica was 12, 13, and 14, she performed on the Jam stage. And now she gets to watch her daughter
Passing
perform.
down the torch.
So I'm excited. So I think she's more nervous as a mom than she ever was as an athlete.
No, she knows.
She's like researching and what about this team? And so it's funny to watch that. So it's going to be exciting, but yeah. And we're getting ready to start signups again for next year. So if you're interested in competitive cheer,
what do you call?
Storm Elite Cheer. Just go on our website. They're, I never know the number.
She doesn't know the URL.
Storm Elite Cheer. Go there.
Search it.
Hey, Batman, what is
research guy? What is my own website's URL?
Instagram, Storm Elite. We're on TikTok.
It's very simple. It's stormelitecheer.com.
Look at that. He was ahead of us. He was on the site because he knew you would not know your own website URL.
So I am in charge of 9 panels, the floor. I walk in.
Here's the excuses
That's
for not
what I
knowing
do.
your own business information.
I don't do anything. Anybody who knows me knows I don't even step foot in the office. It's all about the routines and the team, and we're excited. And Go Storm, we've got a couple other teams in town that will be going. Fury Rising and Sierra Vista Elite. So they've got a team in Prescott as well. So they will got a lot of Prescott Valley kids taking the mat this weekend in Vegas. So
sweet. Well,
awesome.
Good luck, and we'll be pulling for you. Prescott Valley's competitive national champ cheer team.
Whoop, whoop.
One quick mention. If you're looking for a copy of TG Magazine or the Prescott Valley Recreation Guide, they're all over town. A couple of quick mentions of where you can find your local magazine or rec guide: Gabby's Grill, Colt Grill, Cosmopolitan Salon, Rosa's, Rafter 11, Buffalo Wild Wings, Flowerstone Cafe, In the Game, Prescott Valley Chamber, Foothills Bank. It goes on and on and on. So just drive around and you'll run into it if you want to find out what's going on and some of the latest stories in our region. I think that's it. And we'll update you folks on some of the Prescott locations of the TG Magazine next week because they're all over town there. Have a great weekend. This has been My Drive on Cast 11. Watch those roundabouts.
Go Storm.
Go Storm.